get my chest to liquor. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big with the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoes.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 50.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down run for Abdullah. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Barrett. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Barrett on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to let one fly for... He's got a man, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barrett flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ohio! Ohio!
second down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. This complete to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Black. Wide. Lynch 50.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw again. Barrett. He's going to wind up and air it out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's Tate. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Barrett. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The all-pro corner, Xavier Rhodes, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake. Barron. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looks to throw on first. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off play action. Barrett. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A final shot before break. Barrett. This one complete to Theo Rennan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of X?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins trying to lay one up, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Agnew, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Barrett, and he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Rhino! What I need? Two. Underfoot. Rhino! Ringo.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The 20. Open man as Thielen is complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They they go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, Barrett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Barrett to throw. Boy stays up. And shedding through the tackle. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Barrett looking to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw is Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off for Abdullah. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Cook following the penalty. And some room to work. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it. Carlson now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just waiting.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one to Boyd. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Barrett. He's got his man. This is Tate. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing on 1st down. Barrett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ohio! Ohio! Heavy on the edges.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Barrett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Flex round! Flex round!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing here, Barrett. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ohio! Ohio! Four down! Alert! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, rain drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, rain drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big red like waist high. I don't do lanes. Lil' watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, rain drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.